Alrighty then, welcome everybody to the MLH channel. Back on it today. Took a quick break yesterday, just for my own mental health. So if anybody was wondering what happened yesterday, I just needed to. All right, we should be back. Jimmy 420, what's up? Monty Lad, welcome. Mr. Pickle, welcome. Bow Hunter, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a bit. Russell, welcome. Davin, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Little bit of buffering here. Bear with me. I got to get past this cemetery. This cemetery is bad juju for streams. So hang in there. Welcome, everybody, though. All right, we should be past it. Keeper, welcome. Bernie, welcome. Wow, bonus for you, Bernie B. Bonus for you. Okay, can you guys hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear me. I think we're past the BS. Right on, Keeper. Thank you, sir. Welcome back, Keeper. All right, we're doing a normal run today. Let's see if we can get a trifecta. Let's see if we can get a cop watch in Lakewood, Denver, and Aurora. Today's going to be the day to do it. It's a Friday. Thanks, Jimmy 420. Really appreciate that. Jaime 420, Jimmy 420. You know how we do. Yep, 2 bonuses. Right on, Bernie. I can spend more money, right, Bernie? Is that how that works? Wonder if anybody's getting their notifications. Are you guys getting your notifications? I always wonder about that. All right, we're hitting Colfax now. Let's hope for the best here. Let's get a Lakewood cop watch today. Let's make it an action Friday. All right, here we go. Nothing so far. Usually around this corner, it's like Tweaker's Alley. And I'm looking around the corner, but you never know. We'll see. What's up, Heather? You're getting them? Great. Thanks, Jimmy 420. A lot of people haven't been getting my notifications, which is really weird. And I don't think people are getting them today. I only see 2 people in chat. Well, according to this thing. I know there's more than 2 people, but it'll gain. Tofor, what's up? Welcome on in. You got the notifications right on, Heather. Thank you for that. I know a lot of people haven't been getting them. Let's hit that trifecta today. What do you guys say? I'm hoping. Hoping for that trifecta today. All right, right on, Tofor. Thank you. I don't know. A lot of people aren't getting them, like especially lately. YouTube algorithms are weird, man. All right, here we go. We're starting to run right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's usually in this area where shit goes down. I am looking up and down the side streets just in case. Sir Luce, welcome to the stream, sir. The man from Belgium. All right, here we go. No cops at the donut shop. That's kind of weird. Let's see if there's any up here. They like to just hang out in the parking lot and do nothing a lot of times. Oh, do I have one? Is that one right there? No, that is a useless security guard. Dang it. I thought I was going to have one for you guys. Going to sneak up on him. Darn it. I mean, there's activity, but no cop activity out here. Highly unusual. Especially on a Friday. Usually oh, poor lady. Her stuff just bounced out of her cart. I hate that shit. Anything to add to a bad day, you know? Alright, here we go. Final stretch of Lakewood here. And nothing on the side streets. Now keep in mind, this is a very small stretch of Lakewood here, but it's a very high activity stretch of Lakewood. I've seen several officers in this neck of the woods on Lakewood. Colfax is like, I think Regan termed it like a highway to hell, basically. And there's usually one or two cops hanging around this part, but not today. That's fine. That's good. That's, you know, means Lakewood's being, at least in this portion, fairly safe. So that's the goal. 420, welcome. Welcome on in, sir. Nothing going on in Lakewood today. Rather surprisingly, especially for an action day like Friday. Yeah, I think they do that, Heather, to be honest with you. A lot of bullshit going on. Whoa, this guy's got a bloody nose and some other shit. I don't know if you guys saw that on the right. And of course, buffering. You gotta love the buffering, y'all. All right, we're gonna lower our speed here to get past this school zone. It's only 20 miles an hour, and usually they do have a photo radar van that likes to give tickets. So we'll slow our roll. There's two of them on this little stretch here. All right. That's the first one. One more to go. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's 28 degrees in the Mile High City today. It actually feels a lot warmer when the sun is out, but there is a little bit of cloud cover now, so it makes it a little brisk. It's not bad though. It feels pretty good. Does not feel too bad. I do have a jacket just in case I get stopped, or I stop at a cop watch. Alrighty. No cop on the left today. That's highly unusual. I usually catch this cop. I don't know if I've checked in this little restaurant on the left and he's never in there. I don't know what he's doing. Van Pearsall, welcome. Jody, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate you as always. Cop just turned in right here. Let me see what this cop is doing. I don't mind if they patrol. I mean, at least they're driving around. It's a presence, you know. Not doing anything. Okay, cool. No lights, nothing. I got to slow my roll a little bit through here. There's a school on the left. And then after, we'll get into downtown Denver, which is where I expect most of anything to be going on. All right, Heather. See you in a bit. Got to take those important phone calls on the YouTube streets, as Toe for Life would say. All right. We're going to get into the heart of the matter, downtown Denver, here in just a second. If anything's going to go on, I'm guessing it's going to be right where you see the Capitol straight ahead. That's where I'll be. There'll be a little bit of buffering on the bridge on over to downtown Denver. In the middle of the bridge and at the other side of the bridge. Just stay in the chat. It will clear up, I promise. Another day, another 50 cent. I don't want to get in trouble by playing music, y'all. I play any type of music, they're copyright claim. Always. It'd be so cool to do these runs with a little bit of music, though. I would rather enjoy that. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to get on the other side of this bridge, and then we should be clear for a while. There's one other buffering spot usually on Colfax, but after this, we should be in great shape. There is the city on the left, the skyline. Downtown, anyways. Denver, the Mile High City. We'll get past it. We'll get past this stretch here. Possible buffering zone here. Almost every time I get stopped at this stoplight or the next one, there's a little bit of buffering, but we should be in good shape. I think we'll be okay. Eat your broccoli. Welcome. Nice to see you in there. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Doing another Colfax run. My usual. We're not getting the trifecta today, but let's see what we can find in downtown Denver here. This is, I mean, Fridays usually are action days on the channel. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that usually stuff happens on Fridays and Saturdays. Just the way that it is. Sometimes Sundays, but in the morning. Farlap, welcome. Hey, Ellie, welcome on in. Great to see you both. Ellie, how many miles are you putting on the car today? 2? Oh, man. Be some trip ahead, y'all. So like I said, stay in here if there's any buffering. I don't know if I can find a place to park up here, though. Let's see what's going on. First and foremost, let's see what's going on. Mrs. UB, welcome. Welcome on in. Mark, welcome. I don't know what's going on up here. There might be something going on. I think I saw some cherries and berries. Maybe an accident. See, this is the stretch right here, guys. You know, Mrs. UB, I was in you guys' live in the morning, and I had it on, and I fell asleep. When I woke up to a private video. I outstayed my welcome on that stream. It was weird. It's a long light, man. This light takes forever. It's because there's a major thoroughfare called Spear that kind of angles. You guys can see it on the left there with those cars going. And it's like a major thoroughfare, and it just messes everything up. Colfax is bigger, but for some reason, Colfax Avenue. I don't know why. It's so weird. Hey, American Justice of Texas, welcome on in. Uncle AV, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope everybody's having a great day today. 28 degrees in the Mile High City. Does not feel like 28 degrees. The sun's out. It feels good. I don't know. I mean, that's just Denver for you, though. We are higher in altitude, so the sun burns brighter here. So you don't feel like you're in freezing temperatures all the time. If there's cloud covers, though, get your special undies on, because it does get cold. Kakawate, welcome back. Nice to have you in here, Kakawate. Just missed it. Yeah, it is dry. It's a very dry cold. It's not bad, though. I am happy. Welcome. Jesse, welcome. What did you miss? Not much, Jesse. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't miss much. There's no, 2206. Holy shit now, Ellie. I mean, you're getting up there. You're going to have to trade that car in and get a brand new one, Ellie. Dang. I mean, what does that say about me? Mine has like 200 and... Let me see. What has it got? 228,000 miles on my car, Ellie. 228. Ooh, I gotta get past this truck. See ya, truck. Sorry. Yeah, the cherries and berries were right here. I don't know where they went. Terrible place to park over here. There's no place to really... I mean, unless I pay, and I'm kind of broke right now, so I'm not interested in doing a cop watch right in this area unless I absolutely have to. Seeing if I have any change. Razor City, welcome. Tapa, welcome. All right, here we go. We're passing the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse slash detention center. Then coming up, we're gonna pass the Mint on the right. Past this building is the Mint, the next building over, and then there's the city park, which we cannot use the most of it because the city has decided to put up fencing for health code reasons. By the way, Denver has lifted their mask mandates. So why do we still have a health concern in Civic Center Park? Good question, right? Take out all that fencing. Oh, wait a minute. Did they take it out? They might have taken out the fencing, y'all. No, that was wishful thinking. They still got fencing up. Yep. Most of the majority of the park is still fenced off. I thought they had taken it down. I was wrong. Damn it, that was wishful thinking on my part. Oh well. And then right after this is the state capitol. I guess now is as good a time as any to talk about mental health, y'all. If you guys are struggling with your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that it takes. But if you're having a crisis and I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite could save your life. There's also, hey, Paulie, welcome on in. Thank you very much. 1-800 number, 1-800-273-8255. If you're thinking about committing suicide, that's a suicide line. Please use that. Thanks for that. Also, eat your broccoli. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Gas is going up, and that's probably due to the Ukraine-Russia conflict, war, whatever you want to call it. Russia is I guess we'll talk about that today. Russia is the third largest exporter of oil in the entire world. So every place is going to be affected by it. Don't matter where you live, if it's UK or the United States or around the globe, there's going to be a reckoning, all right? There's already sanctions on Russia, so of course they're not going to be willing to give up their oil, etc., etc. It's one of those things. So thank you so much for that, Broccoli. I really do appreciate that. Lucinator, I'm with you. Free Ukraine. I don't understand how another country can just decide to take over another country. It makes no sense to me. And if you're a free American, you should think the same thing. You know, I've seen a lot of right-leaning, like Fox and other right-leaning websites like praise Vladimir Putin, and I'm like, praise him for what? And I'm neither right nor left. Don't get me wrong. I can't stand politicians in equal measure, especially in this country. But you know, I don't see how anybody could see it other than an invasion. And I thought we were the land of the free. I mean, we don't free. You know, I would think that's what we want. At least I hope that's what we want. You know, I mean, Vladimir Putin is a dictator. It's not a democracy. I mean, I know that they have their own, you know, senators type government, you know, parliament, whatever you want to call it. But it's, you know, I don't think this war is a good thing for anybody involved. You know, why can't we just leave well enough alone? You know, Russia's a big country. It's got plenty. I mean, I understand a little bit about the history between Ukraine and Russia, but there's a reason why the Ukraine wanted their independence, and they got it. You know, it's the same for like Belarus and a few other countries up in that area. It's purely a political move by Vladimir Putin for land, you know, and gas rights and other things. You know, I mean, he's always had an eye on the Ukraine, you know, and I guess now is the time that he wanted to just do it. You know, I mean, I'm always for diplomacy. I think, you know, they should have worked out some issues. You know, maybe they could have agreed to a pipeline or something. No, I mean, of course, it's always about money. It's always about money when it comes to these things. But there's got to be some sort of compromise other than war. I mean, I think war is your last ditch effort. I mean, I don't see the reason why Russia invaded Ukraine. There's no reason in my book. Should be no reason. It's a heavy-handed subject for sure, and it's more nuanced than that. I don't have all the answers, just like anybody in chat doesn't have all the answers, but it seems pretty clear to me that Russia invaded, and it's no different from any other country. Like if we decided to go into Mexico, well, that would be wrong. I mean, the United States has its hands full with all kinds of other shit that they get involved in. Our hands are pretty dirty. Even Trump pointed that out, that the United States, I mean, we have blood on our hands, but we're working to a better tomorrow. At least I thought we're. And not everybody wants to be a democracy like the United States, I mean, I don't know. All right, Uncle AB, thanks for stopping by. Kenny. Imagine a tank crushing your car in the streets, then stop filing law enforcement complaints. Solar car would be awesome. Yeah, eat your broccoli. Good point. When expenses for truckers goes up, prices for everything goes up. Truckers are the key to everything. Yeah, truckers are the key, and they definitely invaded, Heather. Yes, rockets, tanks. I mean, I've seen, I don't trust mainstream media here, so I go to different sources, live cams. Like Kiev is like a ghost town right now, and it's eerie because usually Kiev is bustling with people. Martial law was declared, which is never a great thing. That's, that means that shit is serious, so, a lot of Ukrainians are fleeing the country. Some are taking up arms like they, like any good person would, like to protect their homeland, and it's really weird. Like they're preparing for all-out war, and any second now it could come to that. I mean, the Russians have already crossed the border. They've already taken a nuclear plant, from what I can gather. And like I said, I don't trust CNN. I don't trust Fox. I don't trust MSNBC. None of those news stations to give us the straight dirt on what's going on in Ukraine right now. You have to do independent journalism. There are independent journalists on the ground there. Just you got to look them up, YouTube and other sources, which is a pain in the ass. But it's the only way that you're going to get the straight truth. Don't trust any of that nonsense. That does help, broccoli. By the way, $5. Minus the stupid YouTube fees. I mean, it does help mitigate gas. So thank you. Yep, narratives, not facts. That's right, Jody. Propaganda. I know, like in Russia, it's RT, right? And RT does some good work. I mean, I've seen some journalism on RT that was worth listening to. But if you live in Russia, you're getting straight Russian propaganda, and it's a shame. Like Tapatios is pointing out, Ukraine is peaceful. I mean, they fought hard for their independence and they got it. But they are a peaceful nation. They haven't done anything to really, really rile anybody's feathers, except other than Russia, apparently. So, it's always three sides to every story. So I'm sure there's a Russian bent, there's a Ukrainian bent, and there's a worldview bent on all of this stuff. But from my view, it's clearly Russia's fault. But yeah, everything's going to go up as truckers go. Broccoli made a very astute point. I mean, everything goes up, right? I mean, the oil alone. I mean, if we're not getting oil, we're going to have to get it from the Saudis. The Saudis are the number one exporter of oil to the rest of the world. So I mean, of course, do you think they're going to give us sweetheart deals and stuff like that? No, they're not. You know, I know we're allies with Saudi Arabia, even though they have a myriad of issues, human rights violations. You know, I hate the fact that we rely on that oil. I really do. I wish we didn't have to. You know, I wish we, you know, greener. I mean, you know, whether you like the environment or not, going green is actually beneficial to a lot of people. God bless me. Holy cow. Okay. No, but my point is, like, if we were to go to solar powered, can you imagine if someone came out with a solar powered vehicle? No need for, you know, any burden on the energy grid, no need for oil. I mean, how cool would that be? You know, we don't ever have to stop at the pump. You just drive around and naturally, and your batteries charge up and you go. You know, maybe have a small reserve like gas tank just in case, you know, like in an emergency, like if I don't know, if the fucking sun gets blotted out for 4 or 5 days in a row and you can't, you know, or a plug-in option, that would be cool too. Even less impactful on the environment. You know, I think that would be the ultimate cool thing to do. Just have a bunch of solar vehicles with the option to plug in just in case, you know, heaven forbid you, like I said, you have like 4 or 5 days of no sun. You know, why not? That'd be cool. Or in cases like in Alaska, where you have long periods of night, you know, a plug-in option would be perfectly okay. The ghost of Paul Revere today, y'all. Playing at the Bluebird. I don't know who that is. You know what? It's been totally quiet in Denver, which is actually a good thing. I do prefer that. I have been looking up and down the side streets too, which is where the majority of action takes place, is on the side roads here. But downtown Denver was cool. There was nothing going on here. I'm guessing because there's still a little bit of snow on the ground. It's a little bit colder. Not a lot of people are out and about, although, you know, it's getting a little bit better. Like I said, it's fairly warm today. I know 28 degrees does not sound warm in the least, but it actually isn't bad. It's not bad at all. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. It's the only thing that's going to help more and more people get into this chat. It's weird. I've got almost 3,000 subscribers, and, you know, the chat is always about this size. It doesn't matter. But that's okay. I don't mind. Most of them are regulars, and I do appreciate all the regulars that come on in. You could be doing anything else with your day, but instead you chose to spend at least a portion of it with me. So thank you guys very much, and gals. Really appreciate it. Oh, look at this. Look at what we got up here. Let's just take a quick peek here. Who do we got in here? Jen, welcome. If I missed anybody, I am driving, so I don't read comments while I'm driving, only at stoplights or if I'm really slow and nobody's ahead of me. 70 degrees, Kenny? That's nice. Shit, if it was 70 degrees today, all this snow would be melted off. As it is, a lot of it already is melted off. I'm kind of eyeing this officer over here, seeing what's going on. You know, I'm not necessarily following him, even though he's on the same street I am. But we'll just see if anything goes down. By the way, he is speeding, because I am at the speed limit at 35 miles an hour, and he's quickly like getting more of a gap between him and I. So I know for a fact he's speeding, not super much, but he is speeding. Nothing going on the side streets either, y'all. Like I said, I do have my head on a swivel, and I do check on the side streets because that's where a lot of activity happens. I think the only reason that officer isn't going faster is because there's a couple of cars ahead of him. But you'll see them fly through here. They fly. They have no regard for following the law themselves, most times. There are exceptions to that, of course. So what are you guys' thoughts on the war that's going on in the Ukraine right now? I know it's not full out, all out war right now, but at any second it could bust out into that. I just wondering what you guys' thoughts on that. We've already covered some of the basics, like some of the repercussions for the rest of the world, like gas prices going up, and Broccoli said all prices will be going up because of the trucking kind of issues that are going on, and I agree with that as well. It just seems that way. It's not going in a great direction. So what are your guys' thoughts on the whole war in Ukraine right now? That is the topic today. Get better, Tapa. Hydrogen will grow like electric. Yeah, I agree, Jody. I mean, hydrogen's a great source of energy. You all kick ass. Thank you for doing what you do, MLH. Thank you, Razor City. Really appreciate that. Citizen arrest upcoming, folks. I don't know what that's in reference to, Kenny. Yeah, the cool thing about hydrogen, what the waste that hydrogen, the waste that hydrogen produces is water. The thing about hydrogen is highly volatile. That's the reason why, like, there had to have been a lot of testing done. If you get in a car accident, it was a question of whether or not you're going to go boom. So I think they got that under control. But hydrogen is a great resource, and definitely better for the environment. Because, like I said, the only thing that the hydrogen produces as waste is water. So that's interesting, right? An exhaust that just pumps out water. It's so weird, huh? I like the idea of solar energy better than anything else because it's self-sufficient. I saw a movie one time where they had what you call it? All right, there goes the cop. He's not doing anything, I don't think. But patrolling, that's what he should be doing. Yeah, hydrogen's a definite viable option, but I just see anytime that see the reason that they won't do solar energy and they're willing to do electric energy is because solar they have no control over, right? I mean, how are they going to block out the sun so you don't get your fuel source? Of course not. They can't do that. If they could figure out a way, they probably would, and charge you for sunlight. But electric, at the very least, they can, have stations that have quick charging stations and stuff like that, right? So yeah, I mean, it's about money and control and power and stuff like that, and the gas industry definitely doesn't want any of this going on because they still want to, make those billions. They got to make those billions. Banana, welcome on in. I don't know what that means, Banana. Vapor better for the environment than electric. Yeah, actually, that is true, Jody. But I mean, electric's a much better option than gas, right? Much better option. still in Denver here, getting ever so closer to Aurora. No luck today, nothing going on, which I you know, it's always a good thing in my opinion. Never a bad thing if I go through these runs and nothing goes on. I do enjoy spending the time with you all, probably more so than even the interactions I have with the cops out here. Usually they're not great. Bunch of seedy motels over in this area, so sometimes there's action here. There was a raid on the hotel, or the motel to the right, the Iwani, that I covered. This was a few months back, and I think they since got those issues cleared up. So there was some shenanigans going on there, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but there was some nefarious goings on there. Not with the people per se, but with the police and what they were doing and what they plan on doing with a lot of properties. I can't quite put my finger on all of it, but there's still something going on, and I'll figure it out one way or another. And when I find out, you guys will know. That's where my journalist nose takes me sometimes, you know. All right, we are in Aurora now. Kind of slow rolling through here because this is a bad area right in here. There have been stabbings, shootings, accidents, assaults, fights. I mean, just all around not a great neighborhood right here. So stuff happens. Stuff does happen in this area. All right, let me read the chat, get caught up here. Put finger on it, cost $100 at that motel. Yeah, it's expensive. Ron Sevon, welcome. Welcome on in. Yeah, Polly, that is true. They can, though. They can recycle that battery, and they do recycle those batteries. But I agree, it's a little weird, but that's minuscule to the amount of gas that's the carbon emissions from a regular gas tank that's emitted into the air. We don't think about it because we don't see it and we don't normally smell it, and it's no big deal. We don't. You know, the ozone layer, people talk about all the time, but it's not this tangible thing that people can actually see, right? So they don't think twice about it, right? When you're at the, I do the same thing. I drive a hybrid, but I don't think about it when I put gas in. But what are we supposed to do? We've got no other choice, right? I mean, luckily, like GM is going to produce a lot of electric vehicles. Thanks for that, Paulie, that link. That really appreciate that. Has anyone seen your twin? I don't know who your twin is, Banana. But yeah, just it's just stuff to think about when you're at the gas pump. You know, if you have an opportunity to get a hybrid, I know there's a lot of stigmas to it, but this car's been good to me. There's been a few problems with it, but I always fix them, and it's not that expensive, and I'm back on the road. You know, plus it's an older car. This is a 2008. You know, if you got a newer one, you'd be set for a good while, you know. But I am interested in getting, once the electric cars like per charge get more mileage on them, then I'd be interested in getting one of those cars. Like if I could go from here to Vegas on one charge, which I can't remember how many miles it is, but if I could do that, then that'd be cool. No problem. It takes about 11 hours to get from here to Vegas, from Denver to Vegas, about 11 hours in a car, depending on how fast you drive. And you zoom because most of the way the speed limit's 85. So of course everybody goes a little bit, hotter than that, but 85 miles an hour is good. Get you quick. Hey, Alan B, welcome. Yeah, Paulie, I mean, this Prius has done me good, man. Like, it's got me to Vegas and back. It's older, so, the older these cars get, the more oil, they consume and stuff like that, just because of the mechanics of it. It gets older, and you have to kind of watch the oil, like every 2 weeks to a month. It loses oil. Not that it leaks, because it doesn't leak any oil, it just burns it, But other than that, it's a great car. If you get a newer one, you're not going to have that problem. I really wanted to get a new one this year, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I've had some expenses that have come up that are precluding me from doing that. But yeah, I want to upgrade. The new Priuses also, they get, they're a hybrid still, but they're a plug-in hybrid. The new Priuses get anywhere between 85 and 105 miles to the gallon. And that is insane. That's crazy. That's really cool if you think about it. $85 to 105 miles to the gallon. Just craziness, I tell you. This old car gets anywhere between 40 and 45 miles to the gallon. So that tells you, I mean, this is an old ass car and I still get fairly good gas mileage out of it. Granted, it doesn't have like the power of like a truck or anything, or like a V6, but I mean, I got over the mountains fairly easily. I mean, there were a couple spots where it was chugging, but for the most part, it was fine. So, yeah, it's not a bad idea, Paulie. Not a bad idea at all. I mean, they've got, I mean, I don't like Kias, but even Kia has a hybrid option. Hyundai's got a great hybrid vehicle now. Toyota's the king for the most part. I think Honda has a Civic hybrid. There's some options, there are options. And then GM is coming out with an all-electric class of cars starting this summer. The truck is already going to be a big thing, the truck. So yeah, there's options on the horizon. Yeah, there's no need. I mean, there are spark plugs in this one, but it's like, you don't, I mean, yeah. All right, Banana, thanks for lurking. George Daly, welcome. So yeah, did Tiffany get in here? David Bruce, what's up? RX-7 gets between 5 and 15. Wow. All right, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining today. I really appreciate the talk on the Ukraine and Russia, even though how brief it was. But, this is the end of the run. But I didn't say anything today. We got through on a Action Friday with nobody going hands-on, no officers going hands-on or disparaging anybody or hurting anybody. Nobody got tickets, no crashes, nothing of that nature. So, honestly, I do want to thank you guys and gals for joining. I know you guys could be doing anything with your time and you chose to be here. So thank you very much for joining and have a great day. Tiffany's Epiphany, thanks for coming on in at the very end. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Word of mouth, if you guys have friends and family that like this type of content, I do multiple things on this channel. This is just one of them. But I do want to thank you guys. Again, thanks for joining and recommend me to your friends if you like it. So anyways, take care, have a great day, stay safe all, and until the next one, I will see you all later. Later, everybody.